What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. New Gladiator Beast monsters have been revealed, they are already on YgoPro, so let's try them out. This is currently my build, but again feel free to leave suggestions like always. Two different Gladiator Beast fusions indeed. The first one was the most important one, the Tamer editor. It's like an Ultimaya Tzolkin for Gladiator Beasts. He can be special summoned from your extra deck by sending 2 level 5 or higher Gladiator Beast monsters from your field back to the deck. So you see here in the deck profile, the two most important monsters are both Augustus and Noxious. You could run the other higher level Gladiator Beast monsters, but both these two are, I think, the better ones, the most important ones. The other Gladiator Beast fusion is not too important. It's a bit harder to get this guy on board, but I believe the most important one here is your Tamer editor. It's like, again, a Tzolkin. Once per turn you can special summon any Gladiator Beast monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions, but you will gain its full effect, like Zarus or Heraklinos. So again, important. But you'll see if you're playtested, or if you have already have playtested these new cards, is that in most cases you will never need those. Either you are already in a winning position and you don't need to make this card, or yeah, the other way around, you're losing and you can't make this card. So it's in most cases you again won't need this card, or it's hard to make. But still, it's a very good top deck, or potential top deck, like have a Gladiator Beast monster tagging out into Augustus special summoning another level 5 or higher monster from your hand, and then eventually you can establish your field by going for Tamer editor, special summon like a Zarus or Heraklinos off of that. So basically with one card, the Augustus, or yeah, two cards, the other level 5 or higher monster in your in your hand, you can like establish a very nice field. So let's see a few example duels. Alright, first duel. So the opponent is playing with the Dark Magicians, you know, with a new spellbook draw card, the Destiny draw card. He gets to start. At this point I was still playing the Unexpected Die with Gladiator Beast Andal, you know, the normal 1900 attack monster, but I eventually didn't like that too much. He eventually also dropped it from the main deck. Although something I'm definitely contemplating on main decking is what's it called? A hero list with Prisma. Since you know Prisma sets up the Bestiary in your grave, and something like a quest or Darius become very strong with that extra plus with your Bestiary or Laquari in your graveyard, or or Augustus, for example. Anyway, the opponent is in a very good position with double circle indeed and 2 sets. It's still the problem still exists with the Gladiator Beast. They're very reliant on their normal summon. I tried with multiple instant fusions as well, but that didn't really work out that well. Eventually dropped the instant fusion to 1. But still, the normal summon is so important again for Gladiator Beast. Test Tiger could also be an option, but it's so easily interrupted in today's format with all the hand traps, the back row as well. So eventually also drop Test Tiger. Test Tiger is not in this main deck, so the first game I lose. Second game again, draw into Andal, and after this point I was like, you always draw Andal before you draw your Unexpected Die. But still, 2 GB, so you eventually get him with some nice damage. 3-6 I believe. So tag out into Augustus to try to special summon Noxious to eventually have the potential fusion summoning play to go for that new Gladiator Beast monster. But Ghost Ogre, again, Ghost Ogre is like an easy out for something like your Augustus, for example, to prevent me from going or from making that fusion summon. So most of the time, in this case especially, maybe it was just better to go or tag out for, was it Bestiary? I didn't send back Bestiary, right? So just tag out for like a quest or Bestiary, use their effect and go from there. Since again, going into those new fusion monsters is very easy interrupted, but still, if it's not interrupted, you gain a lot of pluses out of that. So here's again Tamer editor, get its effect off by special summoning Heraklinos pretty much for free to my side of the field with its full effect. So that's good. Same with Tzolkin, high risk, high reward. But yeah, I believe this is a bit harder to get off instead of, at least in comparison, with Ultimaya Tzolkin. So good field eventually, and now I can just attack for the game. Another example, the opponent gets to start indeed. My opening hand to double Desires, it's always Desires. I mean, I believe I was running like 3 at some point. but eventually dropped it to 1 yeah, like a 40 card deck. So that's a decent start for the opponent. 2 sets, could be everything, right, from a strike, a dimensional barrier, whatever, and the field spell. So go for Augustus. I think this was my only play. Tag out for Augustus, special summon the second Augustus from my hand, and Augustus, the second one, special summon Bestiary, and Bestiary of course gets this effect. So pop one of the back rows, no response from the opponent, so I think I had to go for it. Go for Gazaris to pop the 2 remaining traps or spell and traps from the opponent, and then eventually go for the Tamer. And of course, special summon Heraclinos, since that's pretty much boss against spellbooks. Yeah, the Fate I also have to negate. Discard the Rhoda for Gladiator Beast. He does eventually use the Destiny draw for the spellbooks, but I'm not going to negate it. It's not a huge threat, those 2 new draws. But yeah, it's still, if he does have any like of back row, I can negate it with Heraclinos. Go for Gazaris, use its effect, and eventually I can adjust attack for a game. So another example, the opponent gets a start, again a good start. Rudra to get some nice draws, definitely very good. I mean, you see it in the OCG that this spellbook engine of yeah, your Spellbook Magician Secrets and the new Destiny draw for spellbooks is being splashed into something like Wind Witches with Invoked, indeed. Good field, good start for the opponent again with Eternal Soul and Dark Magic attack. Again, getting rid of my very crucial back row here. I do have Noxious in hand. Noxious can potentially negate one attack from the opponent, and you know, being like a body to potentially protect my life points as well. But again, the Ghost Ogre. Again, the Ghost Ogre destroying Noxious, and now he's eventually able to attack for a game. So last example. Again, you see here that the normal summon is so crucial still. Normal summon like Quarry, good hands, set the Solemn Morning, I believe, in the Chariot. Eventually use Chariot on his Searcher. Again, he gets some nice draws, and again he has a Circle, so that could be very important here. But I think we know his hand, or at least both his sets, since he searched the Secrets and, what is it called, the Navigation. So both his cards set, we should know, right? So that's why I'm warning his Navigation, so he's not able to special summon Dark Magician and, you know, get the effect of Circle. And his set, his last set, is possibly a Fate, so I can safely go for a quest instead of Bestiary to pop his set. Go for a quest, get back the Chariot indeed, eventually tag out for Tamer, and eventually go for Gazaris as well. I'm not going for Heraclinos. I believe getting rid of the Circle and the Fate was much more important, since again I can, at least Ghost Ogre, can destroy his field spell, and you know, mistiming because it was Chain Link 1, at least his field spell. Only one set, but eventually, immediately I can go for Heraclinos, and now I can luck up the duel. So, okay, the fuses are cool, good support for the Gladiator Beast, but in most cases it's either not worth to go into them because you're already in a winning position, but yeah, on the other side, you can't go for them since it's not too easy to make them. But still, again, feel free to leave suggestions if you want. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. GlitchxCity out. Peace.